Output in second language acquisition. By output in second language acquisition, we mean the practice of the learned language. So how important is it to practice the language that we have learned? And this practicing we are calling output. So Swain in 1983 and later in 1995 presented this output hypothesis, and this hypothesis is in contrast with Krashen's input hypothesis. Krashen was saying that the more input we give to the learners which they can understand, the more we facilitate their learning of the second language. Swain, on the other hand, says that the more practice we give the learners to speak the second language, the more we facilitate the learning of the language. Now, most researchers do agree, and we all know, that practicing the second language is extremely important because it allows us to process that knowledge in our minds, and it enables us to transfer the knowledge from the working memory to the long-term memory. However, when we talk about Swain's output hypothesis, again, when we call something a hypothesis, that means it is an assumption and it is not a full-fledged theory as yet. So Swain's output hypothesis goes a little beyond that. And it says that using the language or forcing the learners to use the language actually performs three different functions. The first thing is it allows the learners to notice the language. It allows consciousness raising. What is consciousness raising? Consciousness raising is an awareness of, is when a learner actually tries to juggle through the knowledge structures or the language structures he or she has at his or her disposal, and they try to find out or try to see what will go over here or which will be more appropriate to use in that context. And in this juggling, they notice the different forms of language that they are interacting with, and they also pay attention to different structures of the language. The second function of practicing a language or the output is the hypothesis testing function. Now, whenever the learners learn a language, if you would remember, we talked about it before also, that learners on their way to learning a language actually makes up certain generalizations in their mind. These generalizations are about how language works. So certain rules, certain abstract rules are formed in the interlanguage, that is the stage between the stage when they have not become fully proficient in the language. And they have certain rules with them, and on the basis of those rules, they use a language. Now, forcing the learners to actually use the language allows them to test their hypothesis, test their rules that they have formulated in their mind, and by the feedback they will get either from peers or from the teacher or from the other people, they will be able to adjust their rules and find out whether they work or not. The third important point that Swain says is that the practice of the language leads to metalinguistic function, that is a reflective role. They think about the process of their language learning. They think about how much gaps there are, and what they can do later on to improve their language. So the activity of producing a target language may push second language learners to become aware of the gaps and problems in their current language system. It might also provide them with opportunities to reflect upon their learning and how to readjust the rules that they have formed. And it is also a very good opportunity that allows them to experiment new structures and forms. They have learned it, they actually now use it, and they experiment how it goes. So research has revealed that there are a lot of benefits for when the learners are asked to use the language. However, we need further evidence to support this hypothesis, and that is why it is still a hypothesis and not a theory.